Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am not here with Geeky Sparkles. She's sitting this one out, but we're going to talk about CNN and David Zaslav. David Zaslav, who is trying to walk CNN back to what it was for decades before it became clickbait and rage bait and talking heads and almost all opinion and very, very little news. And apparently it's not going very well for them. They've cultivated a certain kind of audience with a certain kind of expectation, I guess, and it's not going well trying to walk CNN back to what it used to be. Maybe you can never go home again. I don't know. We're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 272,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. We do talk about pop culture. We've been talking about Warner Brothers. We're talking about CNN because it is indicative of what David Zaslav wants to do with Warner Brothers, which is pivot to profit. He came in, he's gutting the company, and he's trying to roll things back. The problem is I don't know if you can. I wonder if some things are so broken that you can't roll them back. You just have to roll over them and start over. This is coming from the Post. This was a couple of days ago. CNN's corporate boss, David Zaslav, wants network for Republicans and Democrats as the ratings sink. Well, there is your problem. There's your problem. Everything is so polarized now that I don't think you can please extremists on both sides of the aisle. Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav said CNN is renewing its focus on journalism, signaling he wants the scandal-scarred left-leaning network to eventually deliver straight news that also appeals to conservatives. Good luck with that. The CEO, whose company owns CNN, Warner Brothers, HBO, Animal Planet, and TLC, told reporters at the Sun Valley Shindig that they're having, summer camp for billionaires, that CNN's new approach will pay off in the long term, even as ratings sink to historic lows. Journalism first. America needs a news network where everyone can come and be heard, Republicans and Democrats. Zaslav said, I think you're seeing more of that at CNN. We're not going to look at the ratings, and in the long run, it's going to be worth more. It's going to be worth more. Well, he looked at the ratings and the expense of CNN Plus, and he cut it after 3 weeks. Zaslav, who took the helm of Discovery and Warner Media after it merged to form Warner Brothers Discovery in April, hired Chris Licht as the head of CNN. Following the ouster of Jeff Zucker earlier this year, his mandate for Licht, a former executive producer of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, was to get rid of the sensational, partisan, Trump-focused coverage made popular under Zucker. I think Chris is doing a great job pivoting CNN. Under Licht, CNN has dialed back using the breaking news banner on its reports in order to shift away from opinion-based programming. One well-placed source told the Post that the ratings have taken a hit due in part to removing such sensational and delicious details that have become commonplace in cable news. Do people want facts anymore? I don't think people do want facts anymore. I think it's all about confirmation bias. The problem is we're not a neutral country, the source said. The ratings are getting worse because they're taking out all the bells and whistles. CNN's ratings are as bad as local news ratings are now. New management is not freaking out, but everyone else at CNN is. They want to fix the shows first, but they don't realize the shows and the ratings are connected. After half a year of weak ratings, CNN turned in one of its worst months yet. According to TV ratings agency Nielsen, CNN's weekend ratings for the month were the lowest in the year. In both the all-important 25 to 54-year-old demographic. The network dipped to, 57,000 total viewers on Saturday? What? Okay, that Saturday was also the worst rated since '93, which predated CNN's top competitors Fox News and MSNBC. CNN's reliable sources, hosted by Brian Stelter, notched its lowest rated month since June 2001, bringing in 79,000 demo viewers and 585,000 average total viewers. Okay, so that was the demo. Stelter's show, which focuses on big media stories and how the press covers the news, also marked its lowest second quarter since 2019, with an average of 679,000 viewers and 111,000 average demo viewers. Wow. According to a recent Axios report, Licht is evaluating whether CNN staff can adjust to the new approach. Anyone who doesn't fall in line could be ousted. The report did not mention whether any specific CNN anchors were under scrutiny, but did note that Stelter and Jim Acosta were among the personalities whose left-leaning viewpoints have drawn the ire of conservatives. Despite weak ratings for reliable sources, the show still outpaced CNN primetime hosts like Anderson Cooper and Don Lemon for the quarter in terms of total viewers. According to Nielsen, second quarter of the year, CNN primetime reeled in an average of 670,000 total viewers and 150,000 in the demo. The left-leaning network's ratings slide began well before new management took over earlier this year. After former President Trump left office, CNN's ratings took a 90% nosedive, both overall and in the demographic coveted by advertisers. Then Zucker resigned. So yeah, I mean, this is gonna be tough, right? I mean, they're gonna try to fix CNN. I don't know if they can do it. I really don't know. I mean, are people still watching cable news? I mean, people basically watch cable news, whether it's MSNBC or CNN or Fox News or whatever, for confirmation bias. You know, they watch it because they agree with the commenters on the show, and it's about owning the other side or whatever, 95% of the time. I mean, let's be honest, right? I don't know if people actually want fair, balanced news anymore. I really don't know. I have no idea. I mean, wouldn't that be ironic that the death of CNN is CNN trying to roll back to what it was a couple of decades ago and, stick to sports, as it were, stick to news, as it were, and that actually winds up killing off the network for good because it's not sustainable, because nobody actually wants the news. They want hot takes. And that's where we're at. That's where the country's at right now, right? Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.